Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to one more show of Successful Starts of Sahaya. Today we have Smitha Joshile with us, and one of the dynamic counselor and very dedicated and passionate about counseling. So welcome, Smitha. And we have been talking to all our Starts of Sahaya, and today you are with me. See, the entire show objective is to inspire the budding psychologist and also show them that this is a path of success. Okay. So first I want you to introduce yourself. Then we'll get into the questions.
Yeah, so basically I have done bachelor's in electronics initially, and then somehow while reading books, I got interested in psychology. So I decided to pursue master's in psychology, and I did my MA from IGNU. And after that, I did the Sahaya course with ma'am, psychological counseling, basic counseling course with ma'am. And I started doing individual counseling. After that, I became a counselor in a school, Oasis International School. I worked for 3 years. And currently, I'm working with ma'am, and also I'm doing online career counseling as well as online normal counseling for problems like depression, anxiety. That's what currently I'm doing.
Great. Very happy to listen from you. It's been a short journey but successful journey. I just wanted to understand what made you or what inspired you to get into this field of psychology. What was that fire?
Yeah, so basically, I think people usually fascinate me. I did, as I told you, BE electronics, and working with machines and computer, and that wasn't my calling. I think it was humans who always fascinated me, and how they behave, why they behave. So that's how I always had that curiosity. So I would just watch people and think, why would they turn out like this, or why would somebody self-sabotage, or why would some people, even with very harsh upbringing, would go ahead and do something with their life. So those questions I always had in my mind. And finally, when I did, that's why I decided to do MA psychology. And it did answer certain questions, but that was just, it was formal training. But once I actually did the training with you, ma'am, with the, basic counseling course, and actually started interacting and taking intakes of clients, or started counseling them, that's when, and then actually did my REBT certification from Albert Ellis Institute, New York. Then actually I started, getting that practical knowledge. And with my 3 years in school, the actual practical knowledge is what matters, and that it still fascinates me, that journey, and more and more to discover about myself also, about other people also, about counseling also, and these new therapies and new paradigms and new techniques. So that sometimes it changes people's life completely, or at least 50%, or for some people to certain degree, and that kind of helps them in their journey of life to tackle the problem, because problems are not going to go away. If you are living this life, then there are going to be problems, and there are going to be issues, challenges, all will be there. But you become more equipped to tackle those with this help. Counseling, there is where the counseling comes. And I think anybody who is aspiring to be a counselor should have that genuine interest in people, and their, listening to their issues, or and then taking formal training to equip yourself to help. So that's what I would say.
Right. What was very, very interesting in Sahaya? Which part of that was very interesting for you? Which is unique from others?
So what I felt is it is really, people oriented. The entire Sahaya program is very people oriented, and the way, you, Geetha ma'am, deal with everyone with, the technique of being the warmth that you always have about everybody. And because of that warmth kind of rubs on everyone, all the family of Sahaya, and with whom Madhu, Sunita, with whom I had that session. I mean, I was doing that Sahaya course. We became lifelong friends. We are still in touch. We try to keep, meeting once in a while. So because I think that binding force, you were the binding force for all of us. And the way you taught some of the subjects and how to deal with the clients, and the whole process of, it's a scientific process, the way you taught us taking intake, and all the things like paraphrasing, all the skills, basic skills to the therapy skills, to the way you yourself had that have that kind of, I won't say magic, but yeah, the kind of the warmth and the way you treat people. Because of that, we all became a family. It becomes like a connection, deep connection. More than a professional connection, you feel very deeply connected, and that helps us also to grow ourselves and help others. That is very important.
Right. So it was nice. As you said, it is not magic. It is not magic. It is more of a personal, bond. Absolutely. Which we have at Sudisha or Manojagrithi. So how this entire journey helped you as a person or your personal life?
Wow. So I can't even tell what was I when I started in 2013, I think, and what I am now, start of 2022. So it's been like 8-9 years. It had changed my life. I was a housewife actually. And I had my own challenges. Like I had social anxiety, real social anxiety. I couldn't go and talk in front of people, even this interview, I would say, and talking in front of people. And so I had my own issues to deal with, plus the confidence. Definitely, when you are a housewife for a certain amount of time, even though you have certain skills, when you haven't used them, you lack confidence because you haven't done it for such a long time. So when I started, and after the Sahaya course, and the way you have helped me in.
You're on mute. It was on mute. Unmute.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now okay.
Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is the way Sahaya program helped me, or the way you helped me, because I remember after the Sahaya program, right away we had gone to college to do a program. I had prepared very well the PowerPoint, and when it was time to go on stage, I literally started shaking with fear of my public speaking. And I remember I told you, I said, ma'am, the PowerPoint is ready. Please go ahead and you present it. And you told me that I will stand with you. You present. And if you, start getting those jitters, then I will start. So that was in a way exposure therapy you did for me. And I cannot thank you enough, because I went there, and that's what, even though you are scared, you have to go and face the music. So that's what I did. And from then it's a history. In my school now, I used to present in front of like 400 kids. And I started becoming better and better. And that's the only way you go and face and, face your fears. And that's how you get out of it.
Make the fear dear. That's what Sahaya, right? Right.
Absolutely.
Great. So it's a very transformational journey of 9 years. And we are very fortunate that we have such a student. Say it's not that something we teach, but we want people who come with dedication and passion. Then only it works out. It's magic of both. It's mixture of both, not one. So now, last question. What is your message to the budding psychologists? See, because you have international exposure, trainings you have done, and you have done Sahaya also, and you have done many things actually. I know you personally. So what is it you want to inform the psychologist to settle their career, because there are so many assumptions about settling in this field. Many people have different assumptions and different questions in mind. So according to your life lessons, can you give your life lessons which can help the budding psychologists to be confident to settle in this field? Some interesting things I want to listen from you for the psychologists.
Yeah, so I would tell that there is a scope for good psychologists. Definitely there is a scope. There is no shortcut. I want to tell everyone that there is no shortcut. And the MA or formal education is just the baseline. Okay, right. So that is just the actual experience, actual dealing with people, that, that is the most important thing. Hard work is involved. Equip yourself with these Sahaya courses and, actual, after that also maybe taking some therapy training and dealing, learning to deal with people. And one more thing I would suggest is work on yourself too. Sahaya has a big part of that, because we need to first work on ourselves. Because you believe or not, if we haven't worked on ourselves, then we cannot really genuinely advise. Like if I hadn't worked on my own social anxiety and worked on it and come out of it, I cannot really tell others do this and do that, right? Because this helped me. Yes. So, or someone else. And that's how your confidence builds. So definitely work on yourself and have a lot of patience and genuine warmth. And I don't think you can fake genuinity to the client. That is one thing I feel that clients keep coming back to you when they feel that connect of genuinity. You cannot fake it. That one thing I will tell, that, work on that to genuinely connect with another human being without judgment. That is the real empathy or compassion. That is the crux of it. And then obviously knowledge, skills and all that, that only genuinity also is not enough. But that's the stepping stone. That is the most important thing, I would say. And then comes the skills and training and experience and all that. And definitely there is a scope for good people for sure.
Thank you so much, Smitha. It was good. And the take home is no shortcuts. So dear counselors and dear psychologists who are listening to it, students, please understand that it takes some time. There is no shortcuts in psychology career, and it requires, because you're not working with the machines, you're working with the minds of people. So be careful and take inspiration from today's star of Sahaya, Smitha Joshile. Right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
It was my pleasure.
Dear students, please wait. These are our star students from Sahaya Basic Counseling Skills. Manojagrithi is an organization with a group of 200 dedicated professionals with a vision to create mental health awareness and prevention of mental health issues for a healthy nation, and mission for people to help themselves and others by creating awareness on mental health through workshops and training. Dr.Geetha Challa, with 25 years of work experience, developed practical and innovative course Sneha and Sahaya for budding psychologists and students. Here, students learn basic counseling skills, interventions and therapies. Manojagrithi also provides career mentoring for students to establish themselves into the field of psychology. Then what are we waiting for? Please contact Manojagrithi by clicking the link below, and also like, share and subscribe to our channel.